What's up everyone? It's Cameron, and in this video, we're gonna use Chat GPT to do Facebook Marketplace dropshipping, shops dropshipping, whatever you wanna do. And yeah, I already know it's dumb, but we're gonna play with it. Who knows? You might find some value in what we're gonna do. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest. I haven't messed with this already. I've messed with Chat GPT, we've all kind of played with it. And if you haven't, if you use it the right way, it can be great. It can generate a lot of good ideas and inspiration for stuff and whatever. It's stupid AI. That isn't stupid. What this is gonna be is idea generation and question asking and stuff like that. And for those of you learning and starting, this is gonna be valuable. And for those of you who have already done it, but you get burnt out or you have been burnt out, valuable. Just watch, just put it on in the background, listen to my ass ramble and see if we learn something together. So let's get going. All right, so I'm in the computer and this is Chat GPT. If you haven't seen it 100 million times already, every YouTuber's doing it. This is just my version of playing with this thing. So one of the top things that you could do, like let's say you're wanting to learn or you want to brush up on your basics, you could simply say things like, what are the top 10 questions someone has when learning to dropship on Facebook Marketplace? Okay, even if you spell it wrong or whatever, it's gonna do all right. But what this will do, if it's even available, is it'll take all the data it can possibly find and answer this question for you. And what's cool about asking in this way is that it's going to give you, like, if you pose it in the what are the top 10 questions, this will give you basically the top 10 most important information that people struggle with. Which means that maybe you'll see something on this list, you're like, oh, I didn't even think about that. And then you'll be able to do that. So let's say, and granted, not all of this information could be correct. Like a lot of it's going to be, but it might get a thing or two here wrong, but it's this. Think about it this way. You can do this, or you can watch hours of my videos or somebody else's and then listen to us ramble. And then, in a whole 8-minute video or 10-minute video, there's 30 seconds to a minute of it that are the crucial information you were searching for out of 10 videos. So it's, sometimes it's great because you get this long-term exposure listening to me or somebody else. And that's how I like to learn. I like to listen to somebody talk and kind of be real about stuff as much as possible because I feel like I learn more that way. But if I need a damn answer, that is not an efficient way to get an answer unless they have a specific video on that answer. And even then, we're selling you our stupid course and our stupid class and whatever the hell. So this is a great way to at least get you to search what you actually need to search, if that even makes any sense. So let's just pick a random one. Number 6, it says, how do I handle returns and customer complaints? This is one of the top questions somebody has when they get started. So I'm just gonna say, write an answer to number 6 and see if it can give me information. So cool. It knows what number 6 is. And it's when it comes to handling returns and complaints, and it's basically gonna take an aggregate of everything that's been out there on this topic and give you the best possible answer for that based off of videos like mine, videos like everybody else's, articles that have been written, blog posts, probably group community posts and everything. It just takes all that stuff, I'm assuming, and gives you this. So this is a great way to get some simple information. I don't know if I already said this, but one thing to keep in mind too is that all this information comes from 2021. So 2021, so take it all with this does not take into consideration any of the last year. So, you're not gonna be able to type in what's selling right now or what are the current best-selling items on Facebook. None of that kind of stuff is gonna work. If you do though, it's gonna tell you what, I'm assuming, I haven't done it yet, I'm about to, what the best-selling products are for back then at least. And, you can kind of pose this in some different ways. So what are the best selling dropship I don't know, products for Facebook Marketplace. Okay. And, I spelled dropship wrong. It usually does a pretty good job, but let's see if it can even answer this. I don't think you have to put a question mark, but let's see. And sometimes it doesn't know. Sometimes it's like, bro, your question was stupid. Or it'll want you to like narrow down what you're asking. So fashion and clothing, this includes, okay, beauty and personal care. We don't really want to do clothing. We don't really want to do beauty and personal care because those things suck. But let it finish really quick and then we'll go a little deeper. So remember, just like when you're doing product research, you don't just want to like think the first thing you thought of was great. You're like, okay, well, that's the first thing I thought of. I think it's a pretty good idea. How can I narrow it and like sculpt it into an idea that maybe somebody else didn't have or very few people had? Does that make sense? You don't want to be selling the same thing thousands of people are selling, because then you have thousands of people having competition and thousands of idiots keeping it where like they get 50-cent profit and they're like, if I do that 1,000,000 times, I'll make a bunch of money. And then that's the dumbest thing, and they're just ruining the pool. Anyway, I will stop crying about that right now. So not really interested in electronics, because dropshipping electronics can kind of suck unless they're just little cheap things. Outdoor and sports and home and kitchen, of course, are great, How about kitchen gadgets? Now we could, if we just are like, oh, well, let's dive deeper into kitchen gadgets. It's like, what are the best selling kitchen gadgets online? And let's just add dropshipping with dropshipping. Sure. Let's do that. See what's up. While that's doing the results, I'm gonna have my like little Disney cup coffee that I got going on. Air fryers. These have become increasingly popular. Cool. That is kind of old news. Air fryers, about that time, were blowing up even more. So just don't listen to that one. Electric pressure cookers, Instapots, basically. Okay, that's fine. Blenders, instant pot. Oh, I mean, that's different. Prove me wrong. Electric kettles, baking tools, such as silicone baking mats, whatever. Sweet. Knife sharpeners. If I'm not really happy with that, let's see. What are the top selling novelty products under $50? Let me correct that. Under $50. Let me see if I can niche this down a little bit more. That have great reviews. I don't know. I don't even know if this is something it can answer. Let's just see. Some popular best-selling novelty products under $50 with great reviews include phone cases and accessories with fun designs, pop sockets, and other accessories. So you can see how asking it more specific questions, and then you take in that information and you're like, okay, well, can I dive deeper on this one thing? Keychains. So we've already gotten to keychains, and if you've watched my videos forever, you know that keychains for me have always been a big seller, especially if you can kind of like play around with them and get some ones that aren't really like you don't see a lot of. What sort of keychains are the most popular? I don't know. That might be a dumb question. Current trends in consumer demand, but sometimes personalized keychains. These include, okay, we don't want to do personalized. That's not our line of work, really. Keychains with pop culture references, movies, TV shows. Right now, Last of Us, Yellowstone, stuff like that. Those are going to be like pop culture references that are really like in for TV shows and stuff. Keychains with motivational quotes. That's always good. Yeah. Symbols and charms. If you can get keychains with symbols on them that are like, I don't know. You know what I'm talking, like hippie stuff. I don't know. Okay. So I'm already bored with the keychain topic, but you can kind of see where this is going. You can kind of ask it stuff. And again, product research wise, it's only going to give you some great, what it can do. But if you're sitting there like, man, I have not searched this, but this is something you guys ask literally every second of every day across every platform. How many listings should I list per day on Facebook Marketplace to increase sales and not get banned? Who knows? Who knows? That might be too much information. It's recommended to start with a smaller number of listings when first starting to put on Facebook Marketplace, as there are guidelines and policies in place to prevent spamming and overposting. Listing too many items too quickly can also overwhelm potential customers and make it harder for them to find what they're looking for. Facebook doesn't have specific guidelines, which we've been telling you, regarding how many listings you can post per day. However, there are general guidelines that can help you avoid getting banned. Quality over quantity. Spread out your listings instead of all at once. Spread them out over a period of time. Follow the policies. Monitor your account. Keep an eye on your account. Okay. Be responsive. Make sure you're responding to it's a great answer. It's a great answer, and it's basically the gist of it, what exactly I would tell you, or another YouTuber would tell you, or the people in blogs and communities would tell you. It's basically the same answer, just kind of more concise and without my typos that I always have. So, guys, if you can get access to this, because the first time I tried to open Chat GPT, there was like, you couldn't create an account. It was overwhelmed with users, and basically the way I got around this, I just kept hitting refresh forever until it let me try to log in and create an account. And then I created one and it let me in, but then I couldn't get any answers because it was having errors. So you just keep trying, and eventually it was working for me. And now it pretty much works every single time I log in. Very rarely does it say like, oh, there's too many users. And if so, I hit refresh like twice and then I'm in. So, in fact, I was a little worried when I started this video because I was like, oh, what if I'm just recording as I go? And I'm like, oh, what if it's doing that? But it hasn't so far, and that's pretty nice. But I've been able to use this for a lot of things, including like, I'm creating another YouTube channel with my video business partner, and it's all going to be teaching people how to do video stuff and, like wedding videography and small business and social media and stuff like that. And, we use Chat GPT to come up with like in 10 minutes about 100 different topics to talk about that are highly searched things. If you want to use this for something as stupid as tags for your posts, it's like, let's say you're selling I don't know, what's a common thing people sell, those stupid wallets that everybody sells, those carbon fiber wallets. Maybe ask ChatGPT something stupid like this. What are 10 most searched for keywords for carbon fiber wallets? Boom. If it can answer me, then what it will be, these are the top things people search for, looking for the exact thing you're selling. So if you're selling something, maybe if you have the tags option, this is exactly what people are already searching for. So having these in your descriptions, in your tag section, working them into descriptions if you want to customize your descriptions, like if you're using something out like FBM Fox, link in the description for coupon for that. But if you're using something like that, you can go and like copy paste these keywords in there, or at least work them into the description, and your stuff's going to be more searchable. It's going to pop up in results better. I mean, what's great about this is it's basically Google, right? I'm not saying it's like Google owns it, but that's not what I'm commenting on. What I'm saying though is it's like we've gotten so used to just Googling stuff, right? Search or using a search engine to give us answers, but you kind of have to look around and click on links that have like basically manipulated the website to get to that point anyway. So it's not really the best information most likely, but it kind of is, it can be, I don't know. This instead is going to be the next evolution of that, I imagine, where now instead of getting an article that you have to search for to find your answer, similar to you watching a video to find an answer, this will just take everything and actually answer you, like in a concise statement. Like, oh yeah, to do what you need to do these things. Not like, how do you do this? And then it's like top 10s, blah, 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 blah. It's, you get what I'm saying. Basically, you're gonna have a robot answering you rather than you having to scour the best results you found. Easy, very helpful. It's not gonna solve all your problems, but it's gonna help you get creative. Or if you're having a mental block and you're not feeling creative, or you're just not a creative person, this helps bridge that gap and get to the same answers, if not better answers, that the people that kind of have a leg up in that department can find. So if you want to watch videos, if you prefer video content, you want to learn this stuff, I do have a course in the description, of course. I have my VIP Facebook group. It's $10 a month. Basically, you can ask questions in there and it's not full of VA spam and people trying to sell you this and that. Of course, it's a paid group, but it eliminates all the bullcrap that the free group has, which the free group's a great resource too. It's just so full of people trying to get hired to like work for you from overseas that this paid group really helps avoid all that. So yeah. Anyway, FB and Fox, if you're looking for that, that's the software I use to do drop shipping and keep my pricing all up to date and list faster. It helps me just take the listing and paste it right to Facebook without having to save everything myself. That's what I use. It's my favorite one. So coupon code is always in the description for you for that. Coupon codes all around down in that description. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. As of recording this video, I think I need like 6 subscribers to hit 10,000. Super stoked for that. Again, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.